Hey folks, Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin's Rapid Fire episode 15. This is more WWE bullying stuff and more stuff involving Mauro and people thinking he's weird. Which I'm just going to start off with. Vince apparently hired him. Marilyn Monroe was hired to add a more sports-themed feel to the commentary on SmackDown, and it worked even when SmackDown was pre-taped. And then apparently Vince started to sour on Mauro and wanted him to be more like Michael Cole, aka he wanted him to suck, which, by the way, Michael Cole's horrible at his job when he's overproduced. He was actually fine in the UK tournament, and hopefully he'll be off commentary soon. Mauro could have replaced him on Raw. That would have been a good idea. Might have made Raw more interesting and counteracted Stephanie being horrible, even though she's off TV right now. But no, Mauro is gone. His health is first foremost important. I hope that Mauro is going to be okay. As, quite frankly, I've been a friend of Mauro for years. All the way back to Top Ranked Wrestling, little promotion based out of Canada. It was on a local TV outlet, or from a local TV outlet here, and actually he helped me understand more about the Canadian independent talents than I ever would have. If he had not been the announcer, I probably wouldn't have even tuned in. And not that the action wasn't good, but it was, pre-tape stuff and, done in high school gyms and that kind of stuff. And the talent worked hard, but had it not been for Mauro, I would have not been able to be as interested in it. He kept me interested in it, and I got into the action and understood a bit more about the Canadian independent talent, so good job there. Hopefully he's going to be okay health-wise. I know he's getting back in other projects and doing kickboxing and all that he never left anyway. So hopefully Mauro is going to be good going forward. I miss him in WWE, but he's going to be just fine. WWE lost a big signee here. They lost a lot of good knowledge and everything, all the wrestling knowledge he had and all the fun that he brought to the table. But that's fine because Vince doesn't want fans to have fun. And I want to make it clear, I'm still a WWE fan, but I'm a wrestling fan also. I appreciate what the talents do. I'm still going to watch, but by the way, #fire JBL, just because JBL's a piece of shit. But Vince finding Mauro weird. I mean, Vince, he actually understood wrestling. I know it's sports entertainment to you, but he understood wrestling. Anyway, Lawler apparently used the term MR in reference to Mauro, which stands for mental R, aka special. I'm not going to say the word. Certain words I will not say on my show. Very few things I won't make fun of. Very few things I won't say. Using the R word, I'm not going to use. I'm just not going to. I got a ceiling on things that I won't say. But Lawler's saying that especially, he could have been using that when Mauro first started. And then Mauro even defended King when, the whole domestic violence thing happened. The domestic violence issue happened last year. And I don't know whether Lawler was at fault or not. I don't care. The fact that Lawler would do that and would have persisted on saying that about Mauro, ridiculous. Just because he's different does not mean that he's necessarily, that he's R. And I don't care if he's bipolar, and he is obviously, or what other issues he may have, mental issues. Guy's great at his job and seemed like he was trying to become ingrained in the culture of WWE and work with everybody. And they just seem to throw him to the side. Which shows that Vince doesn't actually give a shit about most people. To be fair, he has put people through rehab and that kind of stuff, and he is gracious to some talents, but this whole thing with Mauro is just a black eye on WWE. But Lawler's saying that I'm glad that Lawler's off TV mostly. Put him off the WWE network. Let him go do the independents. He doesn't need to be on TV. You need to get the older guys off TV if they're going to be like this. I'm all about honoring the legends, but Lawler really should be off TV. Just off the network and that kind of stuff. What has he lend besides loud shirts? I can't name one good thing that he said in the last number of years. I know he has a heart attack, and I hope he continues to have years and years of good health. I just don't need to see him on TV anymore. And same with JBL, #fire JBL, because apparently, according to an Observer news piece, Wrestling Observer piece, apparently a talent that took a couple weeks off recently, and I believe sometime last year, was bullied into tears when they got back on the road. Apparently this person took time off because of a family member who was sick. And that person, again, was left in tears. Apparently, that person was Lillian Garcia. If that is true, if it was Lillian Garcia that JBL bullied, I hope JBL is fired. Why he was not fired, if that happens to be true, absolutely ridiculous. JBL's a piece of dog shit, and I really hope he is, because it's not like the guy doesn't have money. It's not like the guy won't be able to succeed outside of wrestling. I mean, he wasn't that good of a wrestler anyway. He lends nothing to commentary. He's absolutely atrocious. It's like if somebody were to throw something from the crowd and hit him in the head, I actually would say let's all the fans get together with a Kickstarter and pay that guy's bail bond or whatever. Get him out of jail because because anybody that does that to JBL, or if a talent backstage confronts JBL and puts their arm in his throat and slams him against the wall, even if they get fired, guess what? Maybe it'll teach JBL a lesson. Probably won't, because he's a piece of shit, but whatever. I mean, and one more thing, and this doesn't have to do necessarily with bullying. WWE does need to clean up their culture, though, like, immediately. And I'm not saying it doesn't go on in other wrestling companies, but WWE is the biggest one. They really should, this whole be a star thing, whatever, they need to get rid of that smoke screen, because obviously they don't care about anti-bullying at all. It's all a farce. I mean, but then again, most of their charity work is, quite frankly. Even though I'm sure the stars care, I don't think WWE as a company generally cares one bit. I do want to say, though, I am still a WWE fan. I'm always going to be a wrestling fan. But this is a black eye on their company. And this is really not good at all. So, and also I don't understand what they're doing with Jinder Mahal, why he's going to be competing for the WWE title. Maybe they'll have maybe in a month they'll be able to build it up fine. But I'm not really necessarily sold on it, but who knows what's going to happen. That's just my 2 cents. So this is a short edition of Rapid Fire, but I hope you enjoyed it. Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I said? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link is in the description. It's been Real Honesty with Jar Mitlin. I am Jar Mitlin, and I will see you soon.